Good morning, I'm He Mingke, member of APAC Content Marketing Team. Today I will spend 10 minutes sharing how 4 macroeconomic tabs direct affect Asians' future strategy trends. In my opinion, in the search environment is increased uncertainty. Understanding economic niche is not only the academic issue, but also a key basic for the companies to formulate strategies. I will cover 4 areas: how macro indicators can predict our income circle. The short-term window created by Singapore test rated the indicated transformation effect. The traffic, especially the short-term traffic policy by the Trump, and how behavior economics can improve our customer relation rate. Comparing the information, we will be able to better form the future development strategies. GDP represents the overall output and the economy, and when GDP grows, the mean increased confidence among business and customers. When our customers have money to spend their market, they demand for our service almost increased. However, when GDP slows down or even decline, companies often reduce their expenditures. The influence really reflects a change in price our increased level. Higher influence will increase business cost and win customer purchasing power. The unemployment rate reflects the stage of the labor market. The increase in employment usually means decreased in customer demand. The 3 indicators together help us demonstrate the certain stage, the business circle, such as expense and decline. For occasions, these changes have a great impact. For example, during economic downturns, the company typically cut their marketing budget. Steroids reduce the demand of their service. However, at the same time, companies are also placing great emphasis on effectiveness for marketing investment, which in turn increase the demand of data-driven marketing solutions. It is wrong nothing the customers has equity available to consume the repair. The economic downturns is both a challenge of opportunity of business. For marketing, they can meet customer needs is different business environment and daily make it adjusting sales language. According to the aggregate, demand and aggregate supply, most tax rebate will increase residents' disposable income. Salary increase customer spending. This will push the greater demand cover to the right. In the short term, this change will bring about economic growth for the expansion in their means. The increase in market demand and the sales opportunity is will nothing that companies need to set the window of the demand grows the order to mix their own profit. For occasion, as customer business increase their revenue, they are more likely to spend their marketing budget to compete for marketing share. This will directly increase the demand for their content marketing and media communication service. However, in the long run, if demand continues to grow, it may bring inflation pressures, such pushing up business operating costs. Sellers will assessing marketing growth or opportunity. We also need to pay attention to cost control and the result collection effect. My suggestion is to tilt the sales results towards the target market in order to capitalize on my opportunities. When the government imposed traffic imported goods that lead to an increase in imported cost. Several reasons market price. This is manifested the supply demand moves as the supply surge shifts. To the left, traffic directly affects cars, manufacturing, consumer electronicals and exports experienced. At the same time, the trade war has also increased market uncertainty, which will bring new market space. For occasion, the impact of traffic is direct but satisfaction on one hand. The factions are corporate profile leading to the reduction in marketing budgets. On the other hand, the marketing comprehensive intensified companies needs to maintain their competitive advantage through brand communications and public relations strategies. Serious, I guess, launch new products to help business cope with traffic risks and achieve our strategy handy. At last, let's take a look at behavior economics. Traditional economics says the human are completely relation, but the readily customer and business decisions are often influenced by physiological factors. Customers are not always relations, and our customer cannot always maintain relationally. The first one is lost revenue. People experience much greater pain in loss that in greater happiness. Several way pricing extinct customer by emphasizing the loss of established health data. As the second is interest effects. When selling our products to customer, we can first develop the most expensive customers testing solution and then show the standard solution. Based on the strategy, our main range solution can be more easily accepted by customer. First, we should keep improving data-based marketing because the economics is uncertain. Customers care more about what they get for what they pay. Second, we should take change to growth, especially when there is government support or when the economics gets better. We should find new customers and enter new markets. Third, we should use ideas from informed behavioral economics and make our content the communication better, so our marketing works better. For occasions, the key is to turn this outside change into goods change inside the company and create more value of customer with data, ideas, and plans. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for listening.